Hello BookTube, my name is Elizabeth and welcome to Book Babble. Today I'm going to be doing my October TBR. I am a couple days late on my October TBR this month just because I have no idea what I want to read, like none whatsoever. Right now I'm currently reading The Strange and Beautiful Sorrows of Ava Lavender by Leslie Walton. I am enjoying this. It's not as good as I hoped it was going to be, but I am on page 198 and I have to read this I am reading this for the Once Upon a Read Along that I do with Katie over at the Brunette Bibliophile, and our live show for this is going to be next Sunday, which is the 11th, the 11th of October. So if you guys have read this or you are interested in reading it, the first 5 minutes is always spoiler free, and then if you've read it, you can stick around for our chat about the book. And from what I hear, Chloe isn't necessarily a fan so far, and those months where like one of us enjoyed the book but the other one didn't, it really is like the best live shows, I think. So if you guys are interested in seeing our opposing viewpoints on The Strange and Beautiful Sorrows of Ava Lavender, definitely come and check out our live show on October 11th. If you guys don't know, in the back of every single video, I always have a pile of books on top of this bookshelf here, and these two piles, they're both library books. I always have a pile of library books stacked just in case I wanted to read something, and I hardly ever am able to get to all of the books that I want to in a month, but I usually pick out 4 or 5 that I've rented from the library that month that I want to read. So these are the ones that I'm currently trying to read this month from the library. The first one is A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. This has been on my TBR, my TBR video for like the past 2 or 3 months. Every single time I finish a book and I think that this is one of the books that I could pick up, I just don't. So I mean, if you guys have read this and you loved it, convince me to read it down below, because I really want to read this, but I just always find an excuse not to. So yeah, but I really want to read this, and hopefully I can finally get to it in October. Next, I'm going to read Alive by Scott Siegler. This sounds really interesting. It is a very new book, and it is about a girl who wakes up in a room full of coffins, and in the coffins, some people are alive and some people are dead, and you just gotta find out what happens from there. So that looks super exciting. Then I want to read The Scorpio Rules by Erin Bow. This is about the children of kings and queens and presidents and you know, just rulers of countries. They all go to the same school, and I guess they learn at some point that they will, if like their parents go to war, their countries go to war, then they will be put to death or something like that. So yeah, this looks super interesting. I'm really sorry for all that noise. My dog is chewing on his bone so loud in the background. Next, I want to read The Death Code by Lindsay Cummings. I read The Murder Complex earlier this year, and it was super good, and I need to know what happens next, so I'm pretty sure I'm definitely going to get to this in October. And last but not least, I want to get to Ashton Bramble. This is by Sarah Prineas, and this is a Cinderella retelling from, I think it is, and I love my retellings. If it's a retelling, I'm going to read it, so, you know, let's just end the story. The 4 review books that I need to read this month, the first one is The Storm. This is by Virginia Bergen, the sequel to H2O, also called The Rain in the UK. Loved H2O when I read it last week. It was just, or 2 weeks ago, I think. It was fan-freaking-tastic. Cannot wait to read the sequel. I will link my full review of it down below if you guys want to check it out. I'm super excited to see what happens next in The Rain, in The Storm, because I can't wait. I can't wait. And that cover is freaking gorgeous. Then I'm going to read Spinning Starlight by R.C. Lewis. I read Stitching Snow by R.C. Lewis last year, and that was a Snow White retelling, and this is a retelling of the 12 Swans fairy tale type thing, and they are both science fiction retellings, and the first one just blew me away. They're not in the same series. I think they're in the same world, but you can definitely read them separate from each other. So when I read Stitching Snow last year, it blew me away. It was absolutely fantastic. If you love fairy tale retellings, I highly recommend Stitching Snow, and I cannot wait to see what R.C. Lewis has for us in Spinning Starlight. The cover is gorgeous, and the description of what the book is about just sounds really, really good, but I won't spoil it. Just go look for yourself, and if you are a fan of fairy retellings, just read it because it was amazing. And last but not least, I'm also going to read These Shallow Graves by Jennifer Donnelly and The Secret Fire by C.J. Daughtry. I don't know much about these, but I need to review them this month from Netgalley, so I'm going to read them, and I will let you know at the end of the month what I thought. And if you guys are looking for my reviews up to date of everything that I read, definitely check out my blog and my Goodreads. Every single book I review on both of those sites, and they are always linked down below. So yeah, that's all for my October TBR. I am really excited about this month. Lots of good things on the deck to read. Let me know what you guys are reading in the comments below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!